Hi guys.
Good evening, everyone.
So are we audible? क्या आप दोनों देख के कह सकते हो हम दोनों कितने मोटे लग रहे हैं? आओ पेट से पेट टकरा है.
Please give us a thumbs up if the audio and video is fine. है ना?
Are we actually looking? These t-shirts are making us look fat. Actually, we are not fat.
Yes.
So guys, the most awaited, biggest launch of the mega launch of the year is here, and today we are going to launch the. Oh my God! Wait. My phone is not on mute, so I'm going to mute it right now. All right, and we are going to keep the phones in the hand because we want to make it interactive, fun sessions. I actually took the liberty of knowing some jokes which I have completely forgotten right now. So I'm going to take some time remember them again. But right now we are going to the back to the point that we are going to launch the mega launch, the biggest launch of the year today with the DBMCI face-to-face batches. And before we actually move on to that particular point, I want to reiterate something that DBMCI is not just something that started today. It has the roots within this country for last 27 years. 27 साल एक काम करते हुए. Can you imagine that? And today we are going to discuss the history first before we move on to this part. Because this history, this legacy, it what makes me love this institute. And to be very frank,
Me also. Yeah. So I joined DBMCI as a student, and
rank 1 क्या था AIPG दिल्ली PG rank 1
and then I still remember कि जब rank 1 आया तो डॉक्टर भाटिया ने इनवाइट किया and he is like कि डॉक्टर जद do you want to teach and I was like sir yes I used to teach MBBS student at that point of time. ऐसे कि सर पता नहीं I do not know but I can guide student about how to prepare for the exam and he said कि okay I want you to guide some Mumbai students and he said कि okay he called one of his assistant. My ticket to Mumbai was booked and flight की टिकट हमने तो जिंदगी में कभी सोचा ही नहीं था कि हम फ्लाइट में भी बैठ सकते हैं and he booked me. हम अपना दाल चीनी वो दही चीनी खा के अपना टीका शीका लगाकर फ्लाइट में बैठ के मुंबई में दादर में उस टाइम पे DBMCI का सेंटर हुआ करता था तो दादर में एक क्लास लेने गए अबाउट हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर अ PG एंट्रेंस एग्जाम एंड डॉक्टर नचिकेत आई कैन नॉट फॉरगेट दैट क्लास. मेरे ख्याल से 250 की सिटिंग होगी और द क्लास वाज फुल. द स्टूडेंट्स वर सिटिंग ऑन स्टेयर्स, सम वर पीपिंग थ्रू द विंडोज, सम वर पीपिंग थ्रू द डोर and it was a very nice session for almost 2 hours that I took and then from that day there is no looking back. I realized that probably this is something that gives me a high, that gives me a feel and that is what I want to do and I started teaching at DBMCI और धीरे धीरे DBMCI बन गया.
इतने लोगों की जर्नी है मतलब generally we have so many people outside and we have the whole DBMCI team today. Okay, so basically so many faculties of us have been a student of Dr. Bhatia and I can tell you very frankly any person you know in the whole country related to this industry has been a part of DBMCI either as a student either as a faculty. And when I say every person, I literally mean every person. And this journey, it started back 27 years ago. So my father, Dr. Bhatia, so he was always a passionate teacher. All right. He was a practicing doctor, but teaching was always
Still a passionate teacher.
Yes, he's still a passionate teacher. Even today, if I come back from a party at 2 p.m., so he's the one who is actually going ahead and already reading things. I have to open my laptop and wait till he goes to sleep. ऐसे ही रहना चाहिए ना कि पापा जाग रहे बेटा सो गया. So what happened was that's a story that I actually love and I'd like to tell you this thing. So what happened was he was always a passionate teacher, always teaching students. So उस time पे there was no fashion of PG coaching. People used to simply read previous year questions and वो किताबें आती थी I think एक मुकेश नाम के होते थे उस time पे उनकी आती थी. So
मुकेश भाटिया ही नाम था.
मुकेश भाटिया ही नाम था.
MS भाटिया नाम था actually.
MS भाटिया तो मुकेश सिंह भाटिया actually.
The name of the book was MS भाटिया.
Yes. So my father is always confused basically people confuse that whether it's MS Bhatia or it's Mukesh Bhatia and I have taken advantage of that thing also. I have told people yes he's MS Bhatia only. So that's also a hidden secret here. But so that part was always alive in him, that fiery part was there. So with 4 students, we used to live in Rohini. So there was a small garage behind our home basically. So it was a car parking. We did not have a car. So पापा ने कहा कि क्यों ना इसके अंदर छोटा सा classroom बनाया जाए, that green blackboard and that chalk, and he started teaching with just 4 students who had made up group कि डॉक्टर भाटी से पढ़ते हैं. And that's when this journey started. And this was back in 1993. So that 4 students grew to like 8 students, and then धीरे धीरे 1996 के अंदर finally he realized that this passion is what should be my livelihood, and this is what can make me great.
The best thing is when your passion becomes your profession.
So there is not a single day that you are going to hate your job. And my father still doesn't. I mean, आप उनको आज रात को ही बोल दो. So my friend from my college came up to my place. मेरी birthday party थी उसके अंदर. So he's studying for USMLE. So now Dr. Bhatia has diversified into USMLE. And at that moment he told sir कि sir मुझे ना diabetes समझ में नहीं आ रहा. बीच पार्टी में पापा उसको पढ़ा रहे हैं बैठ के. This was a dedication, and I absolutely loved it. I clipped some pictures also, which I will of course share in a while. But that was a dedication. I saw that.
Dr. Nachiket, what do we have for the students? How DBMCI is gonna help the younger generation doctors who wants to take our help, and how the legacy is going, how it is helping the students.
So I think the journey has been stupendous. I think after 27 years, we have taught almost more than 10 lakh students, and this year we are going to launch the largest number of batches India has ever seen. We are going to launch 60 offline batches. You will think कि इतनी छोटी सी बात में इतना excited क्यों हो रहा है लड़का? यही होगा ना दिमाग के अंदर. I'll tell you why it is so precious for me. So 17, 18, I was doing my internship in my college, and उस time पे भाटिया was at a very I think at the lowest most point. पूरे देश में हमारे सिर्फ मिला के 13 बैच बने थे, and that too hard. कुछ जगह भरे होते but कुछ जगह hardly बैच बने थे, and the competitor had like more than 40-45 batches. और उस टाइम पे मुझे लगता था नहीं यार कि एक दिन ऐसा आना चाहिए जब भाटे के पास ना वापस से स्टूडेंट का प्यार आए, स्टूडेंट का ट्रस्ट आए. So that's why this year is a very special for me, because finally after I think I have done my service to my dad, that after so much time Bhatia is able to make that kind of batches again. And 60 batches, the largest number of batches India has ever seen in 50 cities. That's what this session is all about. And guys, if we can have the PPT so that we can start showing something. Dr. Rajat, आपको क्या याद आता है अपनी पहली क्लास से? पहली क्लास में जब आप थे, उसके बाद आपने इतने साल गुजारे भाटिया के साथ, ठीक है ना? आई एम श्योर आपने मेरे साथ इतना डाउन देखा है, आपने अपने टाइम पे अब देखा है, ठीक है ना? और आई थिंक भगवान की कृपा रही तो अब थोड़ा सा दोबारा आप आ जाए. क्या लगता है आपको?
I mean, I always believe that, I mean, as a teacher and as an institute, the DBMCI has stood with the students. And the biggest thing that what I feel is that DBMCI has changed itself over a period of time. The coaching pattern, specifically the examination pattern, has changed. Matlab, I mean, from the days when we have written the exam to the day now, if you're gonna look at, the pattern has gone like a sine wave. So there has been lot of guiding forces. There has been lot of institutes that have come up, but I believe that the mentoring, the teaching should be as per the current pattern that has been there. So the biggest thing that the institute has done is it has changed as per the changing environment. It has changed as per the changing circumstances, and that is probably makes this institute a great institute.
So guys, with this thing, we are going to start the session now. All right, I think.
Do they have the PPT with them?
I think they have the PPT with
You
them.
continue, I'll just check it.
So guys, talking about the journey that we had for the last 27 years. So talking about so many things,
You don't have it.
but the best thing is that the DBMCI 4.2, eGurukul 4.2 team that we have seen. I think that's the best faculty team like you can find anywhere. And today we have almost 10 people out of those. Okay, I called all the Delhiites here कि चलो आओ ये session भी करेंगे साथ में, फिर उसके बाद it's followed by dinner. All right. So give us a second. We are going to put this thing in here. But apart from that, I hope you have gone to Goa after NEET PG. अगर नहीं किया है, please पहले गोवा होके आओ. ये सब कुछ होता रहेगा, हम कहीं नहीं जा रहे, हम सब सारे बैठे होंगे कि तुम आओगे
So it's not necessary for everybody to go to Goa.
कसौल कसौल वाले भी हैं.
Wherever you want to go. I mean, it depends. But please, only those who have written the exam. Those who are interns, they should start studying. So there are two groups that I always believe, that there are students who have already completed the MBBS versus there are students who are doing the MBBS or doing the internship. And if they are doing the internship, they are thinking of writing the exam next year. So then, then they should focus on studies. Those who have written the exam, irrespective of the result, relax for a few days. I mean, even if you think that you have not done your best attempt and you know that you have to take another attempt, still relax for some days, and then we will start with a proper vigor, with a proper energy, and a relaxation is definitely needed before that.
So next का होने का आंसर कि next कब होगा, कौन सा बैच पहले देगा, इसका आंसर किसी के पास नहीं है, सिर्फ मोदी जी के पास है. ठीक है, तो इसका आंसर इस सेशन में
very
मिलेगा.
strong doubt even the Prime Minister has the answer as of now. And as of now, probably
किसी को नहीं पता क्या होने वाला है. ठीक है, right now the only thing you guys can do is you can prepare integrated और ये next ready हम 2020 से. ठीक है ना, everything that we are doing is basically for next only. And Ganesh Bhagwan अगर है तो he is the real owner of DBMCI, and our second boss after them is basically Dr. Mukesh Bhatia sir. You know about that. We started the history beforehand. All right. So this is how it all started. This is how it all started. Started as a hobby, turned into a livelihood, and changed the lives of more than 10 lakh students in 27 years. And this is how the journey was created. All right, the journey was created, started in 1996. 1996 के बाद the पहली branch of DBMCI after Delhi was what? Lucknow. All right, can you imagine? Lucknow started with Bangalore, Mumbai. It started in कब खुला था? 2000 के अंदर. 2011 we actually reached 25 face-to-face centers. 2013 we opened 100 satellite centers across the country, and with that 2020 eGurukul app was formed. Cross what? I think it's a huge number, but it crossed 4 lakh downloads, 4.5 lakh downloads today itself in 2023. And April 2023, the 4.0 is going to launch with the eGurukul Original Gurus team. You know each one of them, right? That's the journey. I hope the journey continues for years to come. It's a legacy. I mean, अगर मैं इनको ये कहता हूँ कि DBMCI एक नेम है, लेकिन इनको बनाया लोगों ने है, और लोग जुड़ते गए, कारवा बनता गया, और I think it's been such a great journey. क्या कहते हो sir?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there is no doubt about it. I mean, it has been wonderful for me personally. It has been a wonderful association with the institute, both as a student as well as a teacher, as a mentor to the student. I feel that it serves, it gives me a reason to live, and it gives a purpose to my life. And I think the biggest thing, once you're going to grow old, you're going to realize it, is to serve the purpose of the life. And I feel that that is the purpose that is being served.
अगर आप भाटिया के पार्ट बनते हो कभी भी लाइफ में, या थे या बनोगे, the first thing you should know is that this particular institute is full of such great people coming together and making it even greater. All right, 27 साल में डॉक्टर भाटिया अकेले चले थे, और 27 साल में उन्होंने इतने बढ़िया लोग इकट्ठे करे साथ में कि आज चलते चलते हम कहां तक पहुंच गए. ये इस इंस्टीट्यूट की खास बात है, ये इस इंस्टीट्यूट का प्यार है, ट्रस्ट है, जिसको वो बड़ा कर रहा है. ठीक है, सो अब आते हैं सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट. डॉक्टर रजत, अगर एक बार आप आके हमारे नए एकेडमिक बोर्ड से इन सबको अगर मिलवाएंगे, ठीक है, अगर एक बार आप अपने नए एकेडमिक बोर्ड से मिलवाएंगे, तो दोस्तों अकेले नहीं है हम ना, यहाँ पे मैं कोई है ही नहीं. देयर इज नो आई इन द होल टीम एक्चुअली. So we have created this whole academic board of these amazing people, great academicians who have come together and are now preparing the content for you. This strategy is what bringing the positivity back for DBMCI. That's what the reason we are going to make 60 batches in offline centers. What's up, Kebar?
I mean, academic board, the biggest thing that has happened is that all the teachers which are teaching at DBMCI have an experience. I mean, if I say more than a decade, this will be a less number. I mean, most of the people I am teaching, it's been more than 1.5 decade. If I put it a number, maybe 17 years. Dr. Thamim is teaching for more than 2 decades. Dr. Bhatia, I mean, all of you know. Dr. Jay, I mean, one of the most loved teachers for the surgery, and they are being a part. So, I mean, Dr. Ashwani, I mean, I don't think needs any introduction. The moment somebody talks about anatomy, the first name comes as Dr. Ashwani, and then the name stops. So, Dr. Nasir for microbiology, Dr. Praveen for pathology, Dr. Sushil for orthopedics. I mean, you name the person who precisely know that what is to be taught in what manner. I mean, and we have seen the NEET PG 23 exam. We see how the questions have been asked in the paper and how they are being structured. So, I mean, all those things are nowadays going ahead. So, I mean, I will introduce the board one by one.
अरे इसमें क्या अकेडमिक बोर्ड क्यों लिखा है इसमें? तुम हंस क्यों नहीं रहे सारे? अबे हंसो ना, इतना बड़ा हमने ब्लंडर मार रखा है हमने. हाँ, हम अपनी टीम से अलग बात करेंगे, बट दिस अकेडमिक बोर्ड हम ऐसे नहीं है. इट्स एन अकेडमिक बोर्ड गाइस. ऑलराइट, दैट्स अ मिस्टेक फ्रॉम माय साइड, सो डोंट पुट दैट मच प्रेशर ऑन दैट. बट we are going to basically call all the faculties who have become a part of our academic board. They have become what DBMCI is. They have shown us the path ahead. They have created the content for you, and that's how you are going to have a word with them. All right. So basically, I am going to invite here Dr. Sushil Vijay sir, our main visionary. He's the one who has created the offline division with us. All right, so he has helped me create the offline division, and he has put his brains out to make sure that every center is now in a standard DBMCI format. All right, so आप ऐसा नहीं होगा कहीं जाओगे तो कुछ होगा, कहीं जाओगे कुछ नहीं होगा. उनकी मेहनत है कि जिन्होंने आज इस सेंटर को हर उसको उनको वो किया है. All right, so give me 1 second. हम इसको पूरा चेंज कर रहे हैं एक बार. बट डॉक्टर सुशील सर एक बार आएंगे प्लीज. सो ये रहा माइक आपका. सो सुशील बॉस, आपको सबसे पहले तो ह्यूज वेलकम हेयर. ऑफलाइन डिवीजन के हमारे जो भी हेड कर रहे हैं हमारे साथ, वो हमारे सुशील बॉस ही हैं यहाँ पे. ठीक है, सो ह्यूज वेलकम. तालियां बजाओ सारे. बट इनकी वजह से आज हमारे सेंटर्स एक बहुत अच्छे दिशा में, और ऑफ कोर्स हम सब मिलके एक बहुत एक स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मेट लेकर आए डीबीएमसीआई के अंदर. सो बॉस क्या कहेंगे, कैसे किया आपने?
मैंने कुछ किया नहीं. So it is all basically always, as we say in DBMCI, it is always a teamwork, right? So it's not like any individual doing anything. Dr. Rajat is playing his part, Dr. Nachiket is playing his part. So we all the legendary faculties over here. And I don't need to introduce anybody to you, right? Jitne bhi hamare faculties are all 19. So they are doing their commendable job, isn't it? So you will all agree with me for that. So if I tell you about the centers, so the centers that we have today, okay, so yeah, so you want to introduce this board?
एक बार प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस करिए बोर्ड को.
Dr. Rajat is with us, so he'll be introducing all our academic team.
I think the academic team has already been introduced. Please go ahead. I have already done that.
Done?
Yes. Okay, please continue.
So basically, so this you want to
Please.
go ahead?
So these are the rankers that we have created in the last so many years, but this is the ranker sheet of our last exam, the NEET PG rankers, the INI-CT rankers, and the FMGE rankers that we have. The Shagun Batra, मैम सी स्टूडेंट, ऑफ कोर्स इन दोनों से ही मेंटर्ड थी, बट आई बिलीव शी वाज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट वंडरफुल स्टूडेंट, एंड नाउ वी आर वेटिंग फॉर द 23 नीट पीजी रैंक. सर एक बार आई करेंगे प्लीज. हाँ, आर स्टोरी इन नंबर्स, 10 lakh स्टूडेंट्स taught. प्लीज नेक्स्ट. This is the strike rate that we had in the last exam, 94%. 94% strike rate in the INI-CT and NEET PG. Next please. अब इस पे आते हैं the main part. Next please. इसको नेक्स्ट करेंगे प्लीज. द सर्कल ऑफ सक्सेस. डॉक्टर रजत, आपने सर्कल ऑफ सक्सेस को बनाया था एक माइंड में रखते हुए स्टूडेंट के लिए कि किस तरीके से भाटिया में अगर एक बच्चा आता है तो उसकी एक एक चीज होनी चाहिए उसके पास. तो सर प्लीज.
तो गाइज, व्हेन आई वाज अ स्टूडेंट एंड व्हेन आई टॉक टू द स्टूडेंट्स, आई बिलीव दैट व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट प्रिपरेशन फॉर एन एग्जाम, वी कैन डिवाइड इट इनटू 2 broad groups. As we have started with this also, that there are students who are in MBBS, who are doing MBBS, and there are students who have already completed the MBBS. For the students who have completed the MBBS, as an institute, I have only one motive, and that motive is they should be able to crack the exam with the best possible rank that they are looking for. That's all. That is the single point agenda that we have as the institute, that they should be able to get the best possible rank in the 1 year or 9 months of the preparation. However, for a student who is doing MBBS, I mean, I have traveled across all the country, I have spoken to thousands of the students, and I have realized this, that the learning in a medical college varies a lot. So I have a very, very old dream. And that dream is that the medical knowledge of a student should not be dependent just on the medical college. They should have an access. That is my predominant aim over a period of time. So I call that in a foundation batches, the students of learning. No matter the component of a comprehensive. Third is decision will be given to you in the best possible way. And this knowledge acquisition is given to you in the best possible way, followed by skill acquisition in the form of providing you a clinical vignettes, in a form of providing you a clinical simulation scenarios, which improves your power of the decision making in terms of managing a patient. But then comes the fourth important part, and that is clinical skills. I believe that the way that the things are changing, the academic institute will be a source of skill development. So seeing your patient should be the most important thing that will be doing, that you will be doing in a medical college. In a medical college, your aim would be seeing more and more patients on the basis of the knowledge and the decision making capacity that you have developed with us, and that knowledge can be applied to see more and more patients. So using this, we have broadly divided our systems. If I look at what are the things that are needed to enhance your knowledge, so that is what is called as circle of success. So the circle of learning has been further converted in terms of a competitive exam as the circle of success. So what are needed in the circle of success? Lecture, notes, question bank, test, and doubts. We will make sure, and we are making it sure for us so many years, that whatever that is needed to crack the exam will be provided at one place, be it in the form of best possible lectures by the most experienced faculties, a crisp notes focusing on to the things which are asked in the exam, a question bank focusing on to the things again where the examiner tend to confuse you between the two options. We have seen it in this year. Testing your knowledge on the basis of the knowledge that you have acquired, and providing you a 360-degree support for the doubts that you have in your learning.
Perfect. So now, thank you so much, Dr. Rajat. Now we are going to call Dr. Saurabh Jindal sir to actually explain to us how our different modes of learning are actually very different but unique in both the senses. So guys, let's welcome Dr. Saurabh Jindal sir on the field here. I think I have not seen a better orator and a motivator than Jindal sir.
100%.
सर 5 मिनट आते हैं और सर 5 मिनट में सबको हिला देते हैं. ठीक है, तो सर द माइक एंड द स्टेज इज ऑल योर्स. हम यहाँ खड़े हैं.
Right. So, welcome everyone. So, we are just basically going to discuss today about the modes of learning. How does DBMCI offer the content that we have created after such a lot of painstaking effort? हम कैसे आपको deliver करते हैं? You have so many options to get the content from us. The biggest way I can deliver that content to you is obviously a face-to-face class. Now, when we have a face-to-face class, we can give them to you in two methods. We can give them to you just all the faculties coming as a regular face-to-face batches, or we have satellite centers now where all faculties will enter the satellite places and give you the offline face-to-face curriculum. Now, the importance of face-to-face curriculum, and we are saying that for everyone who wants to be seriously preparing for an entrance exam, is the amount of intensity that we can create in an offline space has no match. And when I'm saying no match, there's absolutely no match in what we are trying to create for you. The amount of portion that I can complete for you in that time, even though sometimes you don't feel like staying there, you don't feel like being there, you feel like मैं थक गया हूँ, मेरे से बैठा नहीं जा रहा, मुझे नींद आ रही है, सर मुझे भूख लग रही है. All these things which enter your head, in fact, if you do all those things in your house, they will actually be considered कि अच्छा नींद आ रही है, चल थोड़ी देर सो जाते हैं. Oh, I'm feeling hungry. Okay, let's take a early break and do something. I'm feeling sleepy. Let's sleep for some time and come back. So all these things which ideally should not come will come in if you just do on your own. So I would offer that offline space to all of you. And this offline space is one of the best ways if you have that time and if you want to finish everything together, that's one space I can create for you. We also have an equally beautiful online space for you if just in case you want to take that curriculum for us. Now we have two ways in which I can deliver that to you. I have the eGurukul app, which is the pre-recorded videos. Now these pre-recorded videos will be delivered to you and you can then see them as whatever speed you want to see them in, and then that's one way I can give it to you. Or you can come, and if you want to maintain a schedule, the thing with recorded lectures, sometimes you can't maintain a schedule, which an offline space does. So what do? We combine both of them together and give you a DBMCI live. Online space, if you want to keep a schedule because you know that I'm going to deliver the same content in the same time in an online space if you can't visit a face-to-face class, and that's something that I can offer you as well. So we have 4 ways in which I can offer stuff to you, 2 offline, 2 online, and I hope you can choose one of them. All the faculties are the same when we come to these spaces, and we need to know that offline, online, all these spaces are available to all of you. So choose us and definitely you will not be disappointed.
Thank you so much, boss. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Superb. Thank you so much. And now, guys, after this thing, we are going to invite our favorite Patho faculty here, the big motivator, the man himself, Dr. Praveen Kumar sir. And we are now going to tell you about all the courses DBMCI has to offer in their face-to-face centers. So we are going to tell you about these courses in detail. It starts with second year. It goes up to, of course, interns and post-interns. And to tell about the pre-foundation course, the course specific for second year students, we have the man himself, Dr. Praveen Kumar sir on stage. Sir, आइए एक बार please. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone.
इनकी fitness को देख के तो शायद.
And he is a very, very good mentor also. I mean, I think a lot of students who are listening to us today will agree with me that the kind of support that he provides, teaching is just one aspect. I mean, I love his pathology teaching, but more than that, the smile that he has on the face always removes 50% of your tensions. I mean, whenever I am stressed, I look at him, and obviously fitness also. But I mean, over to you, Dr. Praveen.
So thank you sir, thank you for the great compliments. अब थोड़ा सा वो और confusion हो जाता है कि अब कैसे बोलना है. But coming to the courses, guys, we have a second year pre-foundation courses in which basic subjects जो रहेंगे आपके, that would be the 3 core subjects of the second year. It should include the pathology, microbiology, and the forensic medicine. But pharma. So what happens is, when you read this subject, it is very important also to revise the first year subject. Therefore, anatomy, biochemistry, physiology also becomes very important role to play here. But because the next is coming up and you all have to prepare for that, so I think that it is right step to start for the further courses also. That means in the second year, you should not only prepare for the pathology, pharma, and the microbiology, but it's also very important to cover the first year which you already learned, and maybe just take a step ahead, just one step ahead to understand the next year subjects also, which includes obviously the ophtha and the ENT. Since you all are going into the clinics at a second year, so I would also advise you to just have a basic clinical idea of the medicine, surgery, and gynae. Now it's a huge ask to ask for. But how to make it possible? It is only possible if you read what is required for you and don't keep on reading everything else. And for that, we are there for you. We are there to take care of what exactly you need, and don't, just burden yourself with all the extra information that is actually revolving around in most of the apps. So we'll give you crisp content, and that is very easily revisable because it is in a typical format of a flow diagram. We'll ensure to solve the MCQs also in the class, and that everything will be clinically oriented. So that is all I'll say from the second year side. I'll just ask Dr. Nachiket to take over the mic here.
So boss has planned us a superb academic curriculum. So how it is going to be is basically when you enter into second year with us, the first year we are going to tell you about first and second year subjects. Moving on to third year, third and final year subjects, and final year will be complete revision with test and discussion program. So this is how we have planned your 3 years with DBMCI. Now moving on to the foundation batches, which is now available for the third year students. I would now like to invite Dr. Neha ma'am, your favorite, the YouTuber, the diva, and of course one of the persons who is always available everywhere for doubts and for communication. And I believe even as a person, when you talk to her, you'll always feel ki higher. She's a friend.
And one more point, very smiling face.
Absolutely.
है ना? Hi guys, and a smile. I mean, I always feel, and I still remember, Dr. Nachiket, I want to share one point with you. It was I think 2017. When we got a phenomenal result. Almost every ranker was from DBMCI. So there was a student, Prerna. She got rank 6 in the NEET AIMS and 1 in Delhi PG. So I was taking her interview. So after the interview, she said, "Ki sir, एक बात पूछनी है आपसे. आप smile क्यों नहीं करते हो?" And then that day probably I realized that how important it is for teacher to smile, because as a teacher, once you smile, it decreases the tension or a stress from the student's mind by 50%. And that is why I always admire those teachers who smile, because the students also become positive, and a positive brain imbibes much more in comparison to a negative brain. So Dr. Neha is one of a force behind giving that positive, infectious smile to you, Dr. Neha.
Thank you so much for such a lovely welcome. Hi guys. So this is how I always start. And one of the reasons why I always smile, because when I came to this coaching industry, I got this message that ophthalmologists हमेशा खड़ूस होते हैं and they never smile. So I want to break this, dilemma that no, ophthalmologists भी sweet होते हैं और smart भी होते हैं. ब्यूटी विद ब्रेन्स का स्टूडेंट्स ने मुझे वो दिया था, एंड आई थिंक बहुत सारी जगह से मिला है, लेकिन जो स्टूडेंट्स ने दिया वो सबसे ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट था कि दे आर एडमायरिंग फॉर बोथ. यस, सो टॉकिंग अबाउट द फाउंडेशन courses. Yeah, for we are coming with the third year courses. And it's very important to start early. Actually, as soon as you start, you gain more confidence, and I think this course is responsible for building blocks for the foundation. जब तक foundation strong नहीं होगा, you cannot make the pillars. So this is how we are going to teach you from the very beginning. And even if you are not very confident about your first year subjects, second year subjects, we are going to start from the scratch, and then we are taking to the higher concepts, the doubt solving sessions. Then we are doing the questions in the class. I think when you are solving the questions along with the theory in the class itself, you get to know what can be asked from this, what have been asked, and how we can actually approach. I think a very important thing that we are doing in the classes is also how to approach the clinical questions, because nowadays what have been asked more is the clinical questions. And single liners everybody can answer, but it's become typical how to solve the clinical questions. So we are coming with so many of the centers. I would like to mention about the Mangalore center, and she is very bubbly, I think very enthusiastic. Vajra is caring, and she's one of my favorites. Whenever we meet, she's very enthusiastic, and she's wonderfully welcoming, and she's taking care of each and every student. Like I also get into admiration that how she can take care of each and every student. She also knows that which student had come yesterday, which will come. मैंने पूछा, this student was sitting here, where is that student Bajra? Ma'am, उसका birthday है, and she will join us after the break, and her cake is there. I think very, very caring. Matlab, she's just like a Mother Teresa there. She is knowing every bit about every student, caring about the doubts, caring about their accommodation, their food, and how their preparation is going on. She's always asking ki, you were asking this thing, please you can ask to the ma'am now, ma'am is there. I think usse acha nahi ho sakta. A very, very friendly and homely environment, and actually that is required. Whenever you are going to a place, we feel little shy, apprehensive that whether the faculty, we will be able to ask the doubts or not, because at times we may be friendly, but you may be hesitant and resistant to ask the questions from us. But she makes sure that no, ma'am will definitely answer your doubts, and she is also breaking that barrier between the faculty and students. So what do you say, Dr. Nachiket?
मैम मैं कहूंगा कि दैट मैंगलो की पीपीटी दोबारा आएगी, आपको दोबारा बोलना है. So, but the 2-year foundation course, guys, that you see, so we have divided between A and B. So as you can see, there's a proper strategy that has been done. All right. So that A thing that you see, now that is for people who have already studied first and second year subjects. They want only clinical and revision. Then in your third year, we are going to teach you third and final year subjects. And final year mein T&D of all 19. Let's suppose you are a student who is starting afresh. So we here will never teach you orthopedics before teaching you anatomy. So for those people, we first teach you first, second, third year subjects in your third year, and in final year and revision of all 19. So this is for the people who are starting afresh. This A is for people who have already studied first and second year subjects. So this is the foundation batch specifically made for third year students. And now for the most awaited batch, which is the regular batch here. So guys, regular batch, एक मिनट को ढूंढने दो मुझे. ठीक है, ये मिल गया मुझे. So regular batch is the batch that is right now the most visited and most admitted batch of Bhatia. And I'll tell you something, the DBMCI Hyderabad in itself had 5,000 students in regular batch in 2022. Can you imagine? 5,000. जब उनकी क्लास छूटती है ना वहां पे, it's like कि पूरे बच्चे में सिर्फ भाटिया के बच्चे होते हैं. And they had to actually call special security people to make sure that the students can go out and not create, they go out and they can go out safely. This is the dedication at the Hyderabad Center. So for that, I would like to again call here our offline business head, Dr. Sushil Vijay sir, for the regular batch. And regular batch also, my friends, is divided into interns and post-intern. क्या है? अब sir बताएंगे.
Okay, so the biggest question that anybody asks me when I go to a classroom is, like today also I got a call from one of the students and they said, sir, I am an intern. Okay, and one of the student called me from Gujarat that we are like final year student, already done with all the 19 subject because of COVID. There were so many troubles, so many issues. And now I have made the notes of all the 19 subject, but I don't remember anything. What to do? Right? I don't have the notes of any of the subject. I'm already into final year. What to do? I am an intern. I am a final year student, cannot manage the time with the coaching, what to do? So for that, now what we have with us are two kind of batches, two kind of programs for the regular batch student. Now what exactly is a regular batch? Regular means we are completing all the subjects live, face to face at your centers. Okay. And all the 19 subject will be done as per the timing of your college. So what we have done, we have divided them into two batches. One on this side, what you see, the post-intern batch we have. Okay, I'll just shift on here. So this post-intern batch is for all the students who are free from their medical colleges. If you can, if you're free, if you can manage the timing with your job, then this batch is for you. Any day of the week, this can be a weekday batch, this can be a weekend batch, depending on your centers. Okay. So all the time, the full day classes to complete, to make sure that your subjects are completed in very, very quick span of time, just to give you the complete content. And obviously to make sure that you have ample time to solve all the students, all the test papers, and you are not left with any chance to miss out a seat in your PG program. Okay, so you can see here the timings will be on Saturdays, it will be the whole day class. You can see the 2 o'clock, and then Sunday it is a whole day class, right? Depending on the other requirement of the subject, like mine is a short subject, so we can complete in 2 days, maybe like 2.5 days. Big subject will be a continuous classroom. For all those students who are having trouble with their internship, with their final year posting, the college timing. So all of you, most of the colleges across India, you have classes till your 4 o'clock. isn't it? Some of them, they have classes till 5 o'clock also. So what we have done is on Saturdays, you're free by 1 o'clock maximum. You go to your hostels, you just freshen up, you take some meals, and you come back to the class. So for all the students who have trouble with that time, we have got this regular batch, which is what we call as intern batch. Now, obviously, intern batch will be very, very helpful for all the students of final year, as well as for all the interns as well. You get free on Saturday at 1 o'clock. The classes start at 2 o'clock. Sunday will be a full day. And depending on the subject, again, we can have the classes in the evening hours. We call it the evening batch. So once you're free from your college, you can come here with your friends, with your colleagues, sit with the faculty and enjoy the whole subject. So these two have been done just looking at the timing of your college and to make sure that you complete all 19 subjects in a proper frame of time and to give you ample time to revise the content again after all the 19 subjects are done. Okay, so timing will never be an issue. And obviously, along with it, you have multiple other privileges, which all the center partners, near to you will explain to you. So all the additional things will be definitely given to you.
So thank you, boss. And for can you look at this intern batch? I'm sorry, yeah, intern. So this is also a batch that we have made specially for people who take up house jobs after MBBS. So even if you're working somewhere, you want a financial need, of course it's important, right? Even for those people, we have devised a batch that is specifically evening. यहाँ पे पूरे दिन classes नहीं होगी, इस वाले में पूरा दिन classes होंगी. So अगर आपको लगता है मुझे time waste नहीं करना, मुझे पूरा दिन सिर्फ पढ़ाई करनी, मैंने पढ़ाई के लिए drop किया है. This is the batch to go. Intern, you know the specifics here. All right. So now moving to the Bhatia, I think that this is a signature batch for Bhatia actually. Okay. जब Bhatia एक टाइम पे शायद बहुत बड़ा था, बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा, तो एक टाइम पे बस एक सेंटर पे 26 बैच बनते थे सिर्फ TND के. And next year we are actually expecting that number only. And for that, to explain that, I would like to call your own pharma beloved faculty, Dr. Saurabh Bhatia sir. भाटिया सर, वेरी वेलकम.
थैंक यू.
यही थे जो मुझे खींच के भाटिया में लेकर आए थे, ठीक है. और हर बंदे को लगता था कि ये भाटिया है, लोगों को लगता था ये डॉक्टर भाटिया के लड़के हैं. डॉक्टर भाटिया ने कहा तुम हो, ये परा है. So that's how the basically love story started between us. So Bhatia sir, the TND is for you. Please go ahead.
Actually, Dr. Nachiket, Dr. Bhatia हमें लेके यहाँ पे आए थे. Dr. Bhatia is just like a father figure for us. Like he was the one who started all these things. So students, hello, how are you? This is Dr. Saurabh and I am your pharmacology faculty. So guys, I would like to introduce a very, very important and very, very unique course for you people. We are running two types of TND batches next year. So upcoming year, we are running two types of TND batches. One for the student who has completed everything, who has done his internship, who is a post-intern, not doing any kind of job. He is free 7 days a week and he is available for throughout the classes. Like he is available for the weekend classes, he is available for the long classes. So we have a TND batch, which is a weekend batch. For this, the student has to come for the 2 days and that student has to attend the classes continuously from morning till late evening. So around 8 or 9 hour discussion is there. All 19 subjects will be covered for those students who are not in house job, who are not doing any job, who are free and who can come and attend the classes. So any student who has not started his preparation yet, like any student who has not joined the pre-foundation course, any student who has not joined the foundation course, or any student who is not prepared yet, he can join this course. He or she can join this course. He can take this advantage. And let me give you this promise. If you join this course, if you just follow the routine, whatever test we will give you, you will definitely going to be successful. Guys, you know the quality of Bhatia exam, the TND exam. This is hallmark signature course of the Dr. Bhatia Medical Institute. As Dr. Nachiket has already mentioned, guys, the question quality is up to the mark. The clinical questions they are asking, we people ourselves make this type of questions for you. We have experience of 10 to 12 years. Some of our faculties are teaching since last 20 years. So they have the experience. They know which type of questions can be asked in this exam. So specially framed question for your upcoming next exam, we will be offering you this course for you. Second, if you are a 4th year student preparing for the next exam, maybe like next exam maybe will be launched this year. So if you are a 4th year student, you are an intern student, you are doing some house job, you are a resident, so you don't have time to come for these classes, you are busy in your morning schedule from 9 to 5, then we have a special TND course for you. You can come for the evening classes also. So we have a TND course tailored for you people like specially made for you people who are in job, who cannot come for the throughout day classes, so they can come for the evening classes. We have a short classes 5 to 9, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. usually, and it can be vary from 5:30 to 9:30 also. So these classes are specially meant for those students who are not available throughout the day. So guys, come and enjoy these courses. All 90 subjects are there. Follow the schedule, and I promise you, you're definitely going to exam. Whether you have prepared, not prepared, this course will definitely let you clear the exam. Dr. Nachiket, would you like to add something?
Sir, amazing. मुझे भेज दिया आपने TND. मैं join करूँगा. But sir, superb. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And guys, this is a revision course. This is for people who have studied from any other source, who already has notes, and now wants to simply have a revision program to keep yourself motivated, to keep you on track. So this TND program is the way to go. And now moving on to finally the DBMCI campuses. So DBMCI पहले सेंटर हुआ करते थे और अब campuses हो गए. क्यों? Because of 5-star reasons. We have superb classroom at every center. We have this word that team has put, Athenium. इतना भारी word है, ये पढ़ना दिक्कत हुई. But Athenium reading rooms. So every DBMCI center is going to have 5 things: classrooms, reading rooms, library, hostel, and a dedicated center in charge to make sure you reach your goals. And to introduce the first center, we have the one person that everybody is waiting for, our Chief Student Relationship Officer, the most handsome guy that is teaching anatomy in the whole country right now, and one of the best faculties and a friend that I have ever met. हमारे और पतले हो गए हैं, Dr. Ashwini Kumar sir. And guys, he's here to take you on a tour of our DBMCI Delhi campus. और I think इनसे ज़्यादा, because sir कितने साल हो गए आपको, my sir?
More than a decade.
More than a decade ना?
Yes.
तो सर ने शुरुआत ही हमारे साथ दिल्ली सेंटर में करी थी और इनफैक्ट इस स्टूडियो से ही करी थी. ठीक है. I think the first class that you took was satellite only.
First class was satellite, and the first app was recorded in this very room itself.
So एक कमरे में ना बहुत कुछ हुआ है. So तभी मैं कहता हूँ ना, भाटे is not a center, भाटे is full of emotions. तो सर सबसे पहले मुझे बताओ आप कि आपने जब शुरुआत करी थी तो आप भाटे से कैसे बने?
I was doing my actually SRship in Safdarjung College, and my my residentship was going to get over in 1 month only. And I got a call from sir, and it was just like he's looking for a faculty if you want to give it a try. I never thought of teaching on a PG platform. I was happy teaching first years, dissecting, वो formalin की smell पसंद थी हमेशा से. So that's how it was going. But I thought कि why not give it a try? So I just went in, and मुझे याद है मैंने facial now का एक demo लिया था. Dr. Bhatia was there and couple of other people were there, and I just took the class for 15 minutes. I prepared like anything for it, और मैंने वो 10 मिनट की class ली, and sir stood up from the chair. He said, बस मुझे यही चाहिए, that's what I want. Like I was so happy to see his enthusiasm, and like he offered me the first job outside the college, and वो दिन था और आज का दिन है. I've never looked back, and I've never taught anywhere else except for DBMCI, and even have no plan to do that.
Sir, हम आपको जाने भी नहीं दे रहे. But मैं आपको बताता हूँ. तो what happened was, I still remember. So there was a previous faculty in Bhatia. So due to some issue, he could not take the class that was already scheduled. So Dr. Bhatia was very fit कि अगर schedule में class चली गई है तो वो करनी ही करनी है. And do you know that at one point of time, 20 years back, so sir actually studied micro because of this thing. Because the micro faculty cancelled the class, sir ने 2 दिन में micro पढ़ी, and he actually went ahead and taught the class. So sir से मुलाकात हुई, and sir asked him to come and take the first class directly in our satellite center.
Yes.
Almost 10,000 students are watching that class, and post that class, can you imagine, every center partner called Dr. Bhatia to actually congratulate him that you have found the star. And I believe the star is shining brighter every day, and you have seen the love Dr. Ashwini has everywhere. So we are just blessed to have you, boss.
Thank you, sir.
And actually to take you on a tour of DBMCI Delhi campus. Boss, tour कैसा देना है? ये रही photos आपके पास. And your favorite anecdote, anything that you can find interesting about Delhi, किस तरीके से हम क्या करते हैं, कैसे चलाते हैं, क्या dedication है, वो सब.
Yes.
All yours.
Okay, hi, good evening everyone. First of all, I'm very humbled and very happy to be a part of this launch program. And I'm very fortunate because I'm the one who's actually starting to introduce these campuses to you, and starting with my home city, that is Delhi. For me, it all started here only. Delhi mein, obviously, I don't have to tell you that being from Delhi, it is a center extremely close to me. Aap comfort of home mein, you're going to the center, take the class and coming back to your family itself, so nothing like that. If to tell you a little about the Delhi campus, guys, we have a campus situated in near ITU, also in Patel Nagar as well as in Gautam Nagar, and we have like you can see in the pictures only. These are real-time pictures of our classroom and the offices. We have like wonderful reading rooms, which are, by the way, they are freely available for our enrolled students. And I'm sure everyone knows about the Delhi campus, how Gautam Nagar is. You have a different aura when you go in there. So that's the thing about when you are in this Gautam Nagar area, or when you are in this Patel Nagar region, you yourself feel motivated. There's a force which is always driving you towards your goal. You have people around you who are preparing for the exam. So that's one thing about the Delhi thing, that it actually keeps pushing you towards your goal. And to tell you a little more about the center details there, like Delhi badges are, let me just check out that when the Delhi badges are. You can see all these Delhi badges. We have like 2 badges starting in the recent time on 11th and 10th of March, which are basically for the interns students. And well, they are being started by none other than Dr. Praveen and Dr. Saurabh Jindal. I'm pretty sure they don't have to introduce them, that you already know about them. And we also have the regular batch, the test and discussion batch, which will be starting in Gautam Nagar. Gautam Nagar, हमेशा से ही हमारा TND badges के लिए जाना गया. Gautam Nagar is one place जहाँ पे हमने TND badges लिए हैं, like since ages, and like we remember that like the best of the rankers being produced from there. So that is starting on 12th March again with the class of Dr. Ashish. I'm sure you all know about Dr. Ashish. And the test and discussion in Patel Nagar batch will be starting on 15th of March, and that is again none other than Dr. Neha Agarwal, जिनसे आप अभी थोड़ी देर पहले ही मिले. Pre-foundation student, ITO के पास, people, if they know about this, the reason to keep the classes over there, because that campus is suitable for the colleges around, and that is starting on 12th March with again Dr. Praveen Kumar sir, and you know that what magic can create for the pathology. So this is our the plan for the Delhi badges in the coming time. So we are starting the badges for the interns, we are test and discussion batch, and we are also starting the pre-foundation batch, which is the ITU. So that is about the Delhi campus, and I'm sure that you
now
will
we
enjoy
move
Pali.
on to the Bangalore campus.
Oh yes,
Our beloved Bangalore campus.
Exactly. I basically I feel very happy when I think about the Bangalore campus. Bangalore has always been one of my favorite place to go. Not for the only academic reason, but for the like I always loved going in Bangalore. Probably everyone loves to go in Bangalore because of the weather, the condition, the people. Moreover, I actually studied in Manipal, so that the Karnataka is anyways close to me from my parent college point of view. Bangalore campus, well, which is headed by none other than Dr. Tamim Saif. Everyone knows about Dr. Tamim and Mr. Moin Ahmed, who is also the head coordinator there, and they are doing a wonderful job. If you look at the history of the rankers in the previous 10 years, you will find no other center have produced, regardless of the institute, regardless of the center, as many rank as this center, the single center has produced in the country here. So this is like, when I go there, we feel self-motivated. We feel that this is the center which is going to deploy us so many ranks, and the hospitality that center brings us. And moreover, for the facility point of view, that probably is the one center, the first center which started giving all these facilities of the reading rooms and the lecture halls. If you even look at the sound system, they're all digitalized. Dr. Tamim himself, he's a very he's very keen on all these technical aspects, and that's why you'll find all these details are being covered very well at his center here. So I've just recently went to Bangalore to see what new they have done. So all the hostels they have come up with, the brilliant reading. I've gone through all their reading rooms, which are absolutely amazing, and their classroom is world class. Their digital projectors, the sound system, like it is one place to be. And moreover, like Dr. Tamim is there, like you have one of the biggest faculty of this arena to guide you personally one-on-one. Well, you want to be the part of that campus. So that's about the Bangalore campus.
So guys, talking about Bangalore campus, I'm sorry this thing got a little bit off-sided here. So the post-intern regular batches, specifically the 9 to 9 regular batches, are starting there by none other than Dr. Rajat Jain, and we are starting at 24th of March. That's when the batches are starting. I believe the batches there are already full. So there is only one batch that is left. So if you guys are interested, you can very well call the number given below. And same I can say for the Delhi campus. Delhi campus is already full. We have made almost 3 batches now. There's only one last batch that is to be made. So if you want to know more, you can very well call on the number, these given numbers below. And you will find these numbers and these addresses in every slide. So if this is the city that you want to go ahead and on this, please click the screenshot or anything, and you will make sure that the numbers are already with you. All right. Thank you so much, boss. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now to actually tell us about the Hyderabad campus, the DBMCI Hyderabad campus, we have with us Dr. Praveen sir. Is Dr. Praveen sir there? All right. So Dr. Praveen sir is not there, but he's joining us in a minute. He's on a call. All right. So I'll tell you something. You see the two people here? Dr. Reddy, Dr. Sai. They are the ones who actually changed the whole country's view about offline coaching. I'm not joking. In 2018, when they started with us, in Hyderabad, we had just 7 students. All right, Dr. Praveen is there. Dr. Praveen, we are introducing the Hyderabad campus. So I was just telling them that when in 2018, when Dr. Sai, Dr. Reddy took over with us, we had just 7 students there. All right, they took over 7 to 35. Yeah, that's the first batch in Hyderabad that we started. And I think sir, आप बहुत better होंगे, क्योंकि हैदराबाद तो इनकी बहुत जान ले रखी है. अगर इनका वेट कम हुआ है तो उसमें हैदराबाद का बहुत बड़ा हाथ है.
So, guys, I think Hyderabad is one of a center, state-of-the-art center. Is one of the state-of-the-art center. And yes, Dr. Sai and Dr. Reddy, they have been taking care so much about the students. What is always in their mind is how will the student get benefited? May it be the class, I'll say, output from the faculty point of view, or may it be the class facilities that you get. How is the audio visual coming up? How is the students coming up to the classes? Their recording, post-class tests, post-class evaluation. So everything is so well maintained. And if you talk about this thing, just one part of that. Secondly, when you look about the Hyderabad Center, it has a in-campus. So what they call is, it's an achiever campus. What is exactly achiever campus? It has everything that you actually want for the preparation. Number one, it has good hostel facilities with very delicious food. When I go to Hyderabad, they always have the food from the canteen, inbuilt canteen of the Hyderabad. I never have the outside food. Secondly, they have a very good library facility, and it's 24-hour open, and students do study a lot there. I've seen the students, studying is so much better there with a good timetable there. Thirdly, they have a in-house computer facility in which the students can give a GCLT or the grand test in the same atmosphere that you actually get in averaging for the NEET or the NICT exam. Now, tell me, guys, what else do you want? I don't think you want anything else. One part, the teaching part, which we always take care of. The faculties, about the teaching part. But the second part, the supporting thing to that teaching is always in Hyderabad. And I really feel proud that Hyderabad is one of our center of DBMCI, which makes it even more beautiful. I told you, it's really a state-of-the-art center. That is Hyderabad. And really thanks to Dr. Sai and Dr. Surendra Neddy, who has always taken care with the big support staff they have for the Hyderabad.
Super, boss.
Sir.
1 minute. I think I switched off my mic. Yeah, sorry, I switched off my mic here. So basically, Hyderabad is one of the best centers that the country has ever seen. And now they have opened similar campuses. And you can expect the similar things in Vijayawada, Vizag, Chennai. And now we are opening 2 more centers in Coimbatore and Pondi. Yes, my friends, we are opening 2 more centers under their leadership in Coimbatore. I'm sure that I think I'm pronunciation is wrong here. So it's Coimbatore and Pondicherry. So you can expect the similar things in these 2 beautiful cities. And now to actually introduce our next center, thank you so much, boss.
Thank you, sir.
We have again Dr. Sushil here with us. Dr. Sushil is here to introduce the Bhopal campus. And Bhopal has been with us since 2011. 12 years. 12 years of and very consistent performance. ठीक है, it's a small beautiful city. अगर सारे MP वाले होंगे मेरे साथ, they can agree. बहुत प्यारा शहर है. जब देखो मजा आता है उसके अंदर. बट क्या है उसके अंदर कि दीपक हरचंदानी भाई ने वहां पे एक जादू लेकर आए. ठीक है ना, छोटे से शहर को उन्होंने ऐसा बढ़िया बना दिया. और आज लास्ट ईयर अराउंड 200 बच्चे थे वहां पे हमारे पास. और मैं बता रहा हूँ इस बार भी उन 200 में से रिजल्ट आएगा. तो बस भोपाल सेंटर के बारे में अगर बताना चाहें.
See, Bhopal, you all know the city of lakes, isn't it? So I was at Bhopal like almost 2 months back. And all the time I was sitting with Deepak bhai, he had only one concern कि सर बच्चों को ना पुराने साल वाले बच्चों को थोड़ा सा 15 दिन का कुछ और एक्सटेंशन मिल सकता है क्या? बिफोर दैट 2 months अगेन दीपक भाई वाज आफ्टर मी कि सर वो ना कुछ बच्चों का कुछ तो रह गया है, उनके एग्जाम आ गए यूनिवर्सिटी के, सो कैन वी गिव देम द क्लासेस अगेन? सो आई मस्ट से लाइक दीपक भाई there at managing Bhopal fantastically, one of the most student friendly, you can say, the center in charge. And honestly speaking, the level of dedication, the level of energy that he shows to provide the services to the student is unmatchable. I can vouch for it. See, most of you who are enrolled with us in DBMCI, even all the students of Bhopal, whether they are from the government medical college or from any other of the Bhopal area of the LNCT or any other, you are all connected to me. And you can definitely say there might be multiple ups and downs in COVID, but he's one man who has never let any student down. Right? He's like single man, like he's managing the whole team, such full of positivity all the time. And whenever he feels low, he tells me and he calls me, "Ki sir, ho jayega, tension mat lo. Students, I have given the services to everybody and everyone is positive about me." So that is the level, the energy that he puts into providing services to the student, whether it is about books, about the curriculum, about the schedule. And I had my class plan for this 11th and 12th, to be honest to you, all of you. And suddenly most of the colleges, they announced the holiday of Rang Panchami. And he called me, sir, I am okay with it. I have talked to everybody across all the colleges of Bhopal and we'll be shifting it to the next weekend. That's fine. Right? That's a level of sense of good security, a feeling of completion, giving completion of content to the student that he's having. Even the minutest of the thing, he will take care for the student. So I can just simply bet. And now what he has arranged in Bhopal, that small, beautiful city of lakes, he has arranged for you the places where you can have the hostels, you can have the reading rooms, and obviously the fantastic the classroom that we have in the MP Nagar, the main posh area of Bhopal. That is like amazing. That is fantastic. And when you meet this team, we all know that people of MP, they're always the sweetest of, all across India. So when you come to this classroom, definitely all the services that they are providing, you're definitely going to feel super fantastic over there. I can bet you on for that. So Dr. Nachiket.
So guys, here is the Bhopal Center.
I would like, should I cover up this Ahmedabad as well? Ahmedabad.
I think so Bhopal Center. So we have the Bhopal campus, guys. These are the dates that we are starting the batches there. Test and discussion 18th March. Dr. Ashish Kumar sir, followed by boss एक बार थोड़ा सा जरा अपने
Oh, sorry.
Yes, हम नहीं है ना इसमें. Doctor regular batch again, regular batch specifically for interns and people with house jobs. We are starting on 19th March again by Ashish Kumar sir. Evening classes होंगी, so it won't hamper your either internship nor house job. So don't worry about it. Note down the number and call them there. Guys, now we are moving to, I think, the oldest DBMCI center currently. Oldest DBMCI center, जिनके बारे में कहा जाए कि उन्होंने तो हम सबको पाला ही है, ठीक है? And कहाँ गया?
Which one?
Hold करो. So guys, मैं एक slide, I think, due to something नहीं आ पा रही, but it's okay.
I'll tell about the
Yes. नहीं सर, अभी हम लखनऊ की बात करने वाले हैं.
लखनऊ.
So guys, talking about Lucknow Center, we have Dr. Rajat sir again with us. All right.
ये लो.
हाँ. So Dr. Rajat sir, आप अब बताएं लखनऊ के बारे में. ध्रुव भाई के बारे में कहा जाता है कि ध्रुव भाई इस वक्त जिस बच्चे के सर पे हाथ रख देते हैं, रैंक उसी की आती है. And for 22 years now, can you imagine that center has been running for 22 years? To tell about Dhruv bhai, we have the legend
तो अगर
himself.
बात करूं मैं लखनऊ सेंटर की, तो मेरी जो फर्स्ट प्रॉपर क्लास थी DBMCI में वो लखनऊ सेंटर पर थी. I told you that I took a session in Mumbai about how to prepare for a PG entrance exam, and the session went very, very well. And that was the day when I decided कि yes, ये करना है. So I came back. Dr. Bhatia is like, okay, you want to teach? And okay, so you go to the Lucknow center and you teach radiology to the students. You have taken radiology, and that was a time when I went to the Lucknow center, and Dhruv bhai came to pick me up from the station, and I was nervous. I mean, teaching a subject in front of the student was a very, very big thing, and he was like, "Bhai, you have a great command on the subject and don't worry. I mean, what matters is that how good you are as a teacher and how you can teach that particular subject. And he's like, "Ki for me, teachers and students are same, and my job is to take care of both of them." And since then, we have been very, very good friends, and as well as a great human being. And the kind of support that he provides to the student is beyond any words. And I'm sure that all the students who are at Lucknow will echo the statement. And the students have praised his management and his love for the students very, very well. The 2 years were COVID. That has been slightly challenging for the center, but now the center is once again coming up with a lot of positive energy. And I'm sure that for the students at specifically who are in that vicinity, foundation batch students are gonna be extremely benefited from the Lucknow center. The TND is another course that we are specifically adding this year as an exclusive program. So those who have already completed their learning and now they're focusing on the 24 exam, I think it will be a very, very big boon for all of them.
और ध्रुव भाई ने तो हमारे साथ काम तब शुरू किया था, ध्रुव भाई को पापा ने तब ढूंढा था जब ध्रुव भाई 18 साल के थे. So he has been working with us since he was 18 and मैं तो भाटिया नहीं हूँ तो ध्रुव भाई भाटिया है. All right, and the way, the swag of that man is, once you come under his guidance, he makes 101% sure that you get everything that you require to crack the NEET PG exam. There's not a single student of KGMU who has not studied under him. So I believe he's a man in himself. He's basically a brand in himself. All right, so these are the batch dates. Note down the numbers. All right, note down the numbers. And again, a beautiful classroom over there. And now moving to the DBMCI Ahmedabad campus. The DBMCI Ahmedabad campus. We have it under the leadership of Mr. Umang Patel, a brilliant man himself. Always focused on one thing कि student satisfaction हो जाए. गुजराती का मैं एक line सीख के आया था जो मैं भूल गया हूँ अभी. ठीक है, याद आएगी दोबारा बताऊंगा. But इतना है कि अगर आप क्लासरूम देखोगे ना आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि दैट ही मेड श्योर दैट जितना पैसा भी लग रहा हो बच्चा उस 10 घंटे के अंदर एक बार भी अनकंफर्टेबल फील नहीं होना चाहिए. एक डेडिकेटेड सेंटर इंचार्ज में, सेंटर ओनर में यही फीलिंग सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कि बच्चा जब उस विसिनिटी में आ जाए ना तो बाहर की दुनिया सब भूल जाए. एंड नाउ इज ओनली फोकस्ड ऑन वन थिंग एंड दैट इज लर्निंग फ्रॉम दैट फैकल्टी. सो टू इंट्रोड्यूस द कैंपस वी हैव विद अस डॉक्टर सुशील विजय सर अगेन.
So guys, about Umang bhai, one line and only one line कि सर मैं स्टूडेंट को कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा. I will not commit anything to the student. I said why? Our basically services are based on the commitment only. He said sir commitment वही करूंगा जो मैं पूरी कर सकता हूँ. And once he makes sure that this commitment has been done, he will go to any extent to complete it. Right? That that's a level of dedication that he has to provide the services. That's the level of self caring for the student that he's having. So this level of energy when you're talking about that providing the services to the student is not a small thing. It's a very, very big task and it takes you a huge responsibility has to be taken from your end. And uska jo jeeta jata ek example hai na is Umang bhai, Umang Patel. Right? So ek student satisfaction ke liye he will, if he is committed to you that boss I'll do this thing for you, he can go to any extent, I can tell you that. Right? So one of the most amazing person, one of the most amazing businessmen, one of the most amazing human being that I've met, just to complete anything what he has said. He's not concerned what is happening around him in the world. He's only concerned with one thing, sir, reputation. Sir, खराब हो जाएगा. Sir, मैंने बच्चे को बोल दिया है. बोलने के बाद तो अब करना पड़ेगा. So that's the level that he's maintaining himself. So you all in Gujarat can definitely trust on him if he's committing to you. First of all, to make him, say some commitment is a very tough task. For me, for Dr. Nachiket, for any student. But once he commit, it's fantastic. Right? So just believe on him for the Ahmedabad exclusive, the campus, the best of the classrooms.
Guys, moving on to Ahmedabad की demo dates. इसे note down कर लो. बहुत important है. Because ये जैसे शुरू होगा, seats बहुत जल्दी खत्म होती है इसकी. I'm so sorry, मैं भूल गया था. So Dr. Praveen Kumar is taking the demo on 19th of March. On 19th of March, Dr. Praveen Kumar sir is taking the demo over there. Pre-foundation batch को हम focus कर रहे हैं. We have already talked to all the first year students. तो अगर आप नहीं पता, नंबर नोट कर लो, इसका वो नोट कर लो, एड्रेस नोट कर लो. प्रवीण कुमार सर खुद आएंगे, पैथो लेजेंड खुद आएंगे आपके शहर में. अगर इनसे पैथो पढ़ी तो सिर्फ रॉबिन्स ऊपर है, ठीक है ना. बट भगवान खुद आ रहे हैं पैथो वाले. अहमदाबाद सारे बच्चे इस डेमो में जरूर आए. मूविंग ऑन टू आवर कोलकाता कैंपस. अलग क्या कहते हैं उसको सर, पानी पूरी को क्या कहते हैं वहां पे? पानी पूरी को क्या कहते हैं वहां पे? पानी पूरी को कहते हैं वहां पे, अरे यार मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा.
समथिंग, वो तो दिल्ली का नाम है हमारा.
हाँ, कोलकाता कैंपस. कोलकाता कैंपस हमारा भी नया है, 2019 में शुरू हुआ, फिर कोविड आ गया. तो कहने को एफिशिएंटली ये बेसिकली हमारा सेकेंड ईयर है वहां पे, ठीक है. और इस सेकेंड ईयर में भी ये लोग कम से कम भी 12 रैंक्स निकाल चुके हैं. Yes, 12 ranks have already been taken out from the Kolkata campus under the leadership of Mr. संतोष रामचंदानी. And इसको again introduce मैं और सुशील सर दोबारा करने वाले साथ में. बहुत प्यारा, बहुत अच्छे लोग हैं जो सिर्फ इस बात पर ध्यान रखते हैं कि यार बच्चा ना खुश होना चाहिए. तो बेसिकली भोपाल वाले दीपक सर और संतोष सर फैमिली वाले हैं. तो दोनों का एक गेम बहुत अच्छा है. वो यही है कि यार सिंपल रखो, सरल रखो, और बट मेक श्योर करो कि बच्चे के चेहरे पे स्माइल रहनी चाहिए. तो ये जो कोलकाता कैंपस का हमारा छोटा सा कैंपस, अभी हम उसको ग्रो कर रहे हैं, मगर बहुत ही वार्म फीलिंग आएगी आपको. जैसे पहुंचोगे ना तो आपको सारे ऐसे लगेंगे कि सारे घर के अंदर खड़े हो आप, और ये सारे परिवार वाले हैं. सो कोलकाता में आगे करना चाह रहा हूं, लेकिन फैकल्टी हमारी सारी बेस्ट जा रही है, ठीक है ना. तो ये मत सोचना कि फैकल्टी कोई और आ जाएगा, ये होगा वो होगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. We make sure the best academic content goes to Kolkata, and our batches are starting there in, yes. So the regular batch for intern and post intern is starting on 12th of March. और वो भी कौन लेने जा रहे हैं? आपके चीफ मेंटरशिप, चीफ मोटिवेटर फ्रॉम भाटिया, दी डॉक्टर सौरभ जिंदल सर जा रहे हैं. कब जा रहे हैं? 12 मार्च को. और आपका प्री फाउंडेशन का फर्स्ट ईयर यानी कि सेकेंड ईयर में नए बच्चों का जो बैच है वो कब शुरू हो रहा है? वो शुरू हो रहा है 18 मार्च को सौरभ भाटिया सर के साथ. सो बेसिकली 12 मार्च फॉर रेगुलर बैच और 18 मार्च फॉर प्री फाउंडेशन. गाइस दोनों सौरभ सर आपके पास होंगे एक वीकेंड के अंदर. नंबर नोट कर लो, और कॉल करने से पहले डरो मत, इनके पास ही जाना है. और अगर सौरभ जिंदल सर के पास आप बैठ गए ना, सिर्फ 10 मिनट में वो आपको इतना मोटिवेट कर देंगे कि नीट पीजी रैंक 1 आपकी ही होनी है, ठीक है ना. और अब मैं एक बार बुलाना चाहूंगा, अब मैं करूंगा कोची कैंपस. हम 2 नए जगह स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं इस साल, और
साथ ही इसके ऊपर
एक सेकंड, कोची कैंपस में दिखा रहे थे ना पहले सर, कैंपस दिखाना बहुत जरूरी है. सो ये माय फ्रेंड्स इज फॉर द केरलाइट्स, ऑल द केरलाइट्स आउट हियर. All the Keralites out here. So these are the 2 new campuses that we are opening up in Kerala. We have the Kochi campus with Dr. Nitin, and we have the Calicut campus with Dr. Niyas and Munir bhai. All right. These are the Calicut campus. थोड़ी देर आ जाओ. हाँ, नहीं कहाँ जाए, इधर आएंगे. So बच्चों ये this is the Calicut campus that we are starting our face-to-face batches, and in the Kochi campus we are starting our face-to-face batches. Some brilliant people, sir.
See, I have been one of those privileged faculty who had got a chance to be at both the places and to take a class. Calicut Center being led by Dr. Niyaz. He is himself an alumni of the Calicut Medical College, and Mr. Munir is over there. So wonderful people, right? And amazing hospitality, and definitely one of the best services, because being a medico himself, Dr. Niyaz knows what is best for any of the student. Okay, so Calicut Center has been like doing the satellite classes with a whole classroom full of almost close to 300 students, right? So this is something coming up for the very first time as a full-fledged, all the 19 subject will be taught face to face. Second is in the Kerala, we have under the able leadership of Dr. Nitin Sebastian. Dr. Nitin is managing more than 5 satellite centers in Kerala. And now this time he's coming up with a fantastic face-to-face program at Kochi. About these 2 centers, I can tell every single Kerala student, you need not go anywhere else. We have got the best of the hostels here. We have got the best of the library rooms here, reading rooms here, and then definitely the mentorship under the guidance of these 2 fantastic people. Being a local medico, your senior itself from your medical colleges, there can be nothing better than that. So these 2 are going to provide services to all the Kerala state people. and definitely every student in Kerala is going to, get the best of the things which is possible till date in the state of Kerala. I can assure you, I can guarantee you for that. I will be personally there in Kochi, in Calicut, to talk to each one of you if you have any single doubt. And I'm very much sure at the Kerala level, every single student is connected to both of them. Right? So two fantastic leaders, Dr. Niaz and Munir Bhai in Calicut, and Dr. Nitin Sebastian, the second person with the Kochi campus. You all have seen our campuses of Kochi. You have seen of Kalmaseri, you have seen of Kottayam, and obviously all the other people that we have, the satellite centers across Kerala. So everybody is working there as a team, and every partner, every satellite partner is there to support the two face-to-face centers. So whatever you need to cover up, all your content face-to-face, I can definitely vouch on this. I can guarantee these are two best places that you have. So about the dates of these two centers, I'll tell you about the dates as well. So in Kochi, we are starting with the regular batch post-intern with the class of dermatology by Dr. Saurabh Jindal sir, and that will be on 29th of April. Okay, so all of you are most welcome to be a part of Kochi classroom. And then at the Calicut, we are starting this regular batch, same post-intern for all the student. None other than the legend of anatomy will be there himself on 25th of March. Okay, so this is going to be something very, very amazing. The person you have been waiting to meet all the time will be there on 25th of March. So be there.
So guys, I'm going to give you a quick recap regarding quick recap. Hoga Vijayawada mein we are having the demo day. Sir, Chennai 11th March Sunil Kumar Mohan sir, Psychiatry. Ahmedabad 19th March Praveen Kumar sir. Kochi campus by Dr. Saurabh Jindal. Lucknow we have already told you. Kolkata we have told you. Bhopal done. Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi. So all the Bhatia batches are now available at your disposal. But the best part is, which we are going to discuss. Oh, I was on mute. Yeah, sorry, I was on mute. But here we have Dr. Ashwini Kumar sir to discuss our FMG collaboration. FMG collaboration. अच्छा, विश्वजीत sir, I am so sorry यार. मैं इतने सारे हो चुके, मेरा दिमाग खुद ऐसे हो रहा है. So Vishwajit sir is there, your favorite forensic medicine faculty. Forensic सिर्फ इनके अंदर से आती है, बाहर से कहीं नहीं आती. ठीक है ना, ये पक्की बात है.
So for FMG classes, this is a very good announcement for all the students who are preparing for their upcoming FMG exams. We have collaborated with Next Learning Center, headed by none other than Dr. Ashish Kumar. So you can have your offline classes across many centers, which you will be made aware of throughout India, across India. Along with that, you will have the online support to online live classes too. So for your FMG exam.
So for FMG, we are starting face-to-face offline batches in collaboration with NLC, headed by our beloved Ashish Kumar sir. And the classes are starting in Delhi, Calicut, Hyderabad, and they are soon planning more centers. But for more information, you can contact this particular number and they will tell you all the information. Now the best thing, let's suppose you are not there in any city that we have told. You are not there in any city that we have mentioned and you still want to learn with us. So guys, eGurukul to apni jagah hai. But agar you want to learn online live with these super faculties, you can very well study with us on DBMCI Live app. Alright, DBMCI Live app, the foundation batch is starting with anesthesia. Dr. Ajay Yadav sir. Sir, aapko ek baar aadha padega. Screen dikh rahi hai na? Haan. The foundation batch for the third year students is starting with anesthesia, Ajay Yadav sir. And for regular batch, we are starting on 11th March by Dr. Vishwajit sir himself. Alright, the DBMCI Live app. So you can very well visit us on dbmci.com or call us on 98101 50067 to know more. And now the inclusions, which is very important. Please note that every DBMCI course is going to have the Advanced Plus pack, the eGurukul 4.0 Advanced Plus pack included. सोचना नहीं है इसके अंदर, Advanced Plus सबके अंदर included है. ठीक है ना, एडवांस प्लस सबके अंदर इंक्लूडेड है। रेगुलर बैच के अंदर वी आर गिविंग यू द एडवांस प्लस पैक, रिवीजन एक्सप्रेस के नोट्स टू रिवाइज क्विकली, टीटीपी द पीवाईक्यू क्वेश्चन बैंक हार्ड कॉपी एंड द एलएमआरपी। टेस्ट एंड डिस्कशन में एडवांस प्लस प्लान, टीटीपी, एलएमआरपी। प्री फाउंडेशन के अंदर वी आर गोइंग टू गिव यू द बिग ई गुरुकुल नोट्स, द बिग ई गुरुकुल पीजी नोट्स, उसके अंदर मिलेगा आपको। फाउंडेशन ए और फाउंडेशन बी के अंदर अगेन कंप्लीट ई गुरुकुल नोट, सो दैट यू ऑलरेडी हैव द नोट्स, टीटीपी एंड एलएमआरपी। इस तरीके से हमने बनाया इसको। नाउ कमिंग टू द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट टुडे, द क्यू बैंक। हमारा क्यू बैंक अलग कैसे है, हमारा क्यू बैंक कैसे अलग है, क्या करते हैं, क्यों करते हैं, उसके लिए बुलाना चाहूंगा मैं डॉक्टर प्रवीण कुमार सर को। अगर प्रवीण कुमार सर मेरी आवाज सुन रहे हैं, अगर आ सके, और रजत सर को। So this is a very special program that is a very unique USP of us. Mentorship program और कहीं नहीं मिलेगा आपको. This is under only with DBMCI, of course. And these are the two people that are going to completely mentor you. Completely mentor you. Dr. Praveen Kumar sir, the mentor himself, to talk about the mentorship program and the Q Bank. और Q Bank में जो हमारे सर ने मेहनत करी है ना, it's a hats off. It's a अलग लेवल का क्यू बैंक हम बना के ला रहे हैं आप लोगों के लिए, ठीक है। सो सर इज गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट इट, सर इज गोइंग टू टेल यू हाउ दिस वन ऑन वन काउंसलिंग सेशन एक्चुअली वर्क्स, एंड इट्स अ डेली मेंटरशिप सेशन। ऐसा नहीं है कि हफ्ते में एक बार आए, 15 मिनट्स डेली ही इज देयर विद यू, विद डॉक्टर रजत। सो बॉस, ऑल योर्स।
Hi everyone. So पहले मैं बात करता हूँ about the Q Bank, will then talk about the mentorship program because mentorship program is very close to our heart. I'll talk about that, but let's first talk about the basic structure of a Q Bank. After appearing for a class or when you're preparing for a grand test, what are the most
सर आपको एक बार अनम्यूट करना होगा। हाँ ठीक है,
sorry. So I'll talk about the mentorship program with Dr. Rajat, but before I talk about that, let's talk about the Q Bank here in a complete scenario. When you prepare yourself for an NICT or a next or a NEET exam, you want a question bank, number one, which is error free, right? Number one. Secondly, you want a question to mimic the exact question as it is asked in the main exam. Okay. Third, the explanation you want, it should be crisp, at the same time must cover most of the questions or the points that have been asked or can be asked, and therefore this time the question bank will have all those which can think about. It will have a good amount of high yielding points. So high yielding point is something which are all the asked points in that question. It will have every option being explained, not very lengthy, very crisp, in a very crisp format. The third thing that is very important here is the extra edge. What is extra edge? So you might have seen in this time NEET or the NICT that a lot of new information are being asked, the recent FDA approved drugs or what has happened as a change in the investigation of choice or the drug of choice. So how to know that? So we'll put that as a hashtag extra edge. And along with that comes a big mantra for us. So mantra has been completely revamped. We'll talk about the mantra as a table or flow diagram, which will, in which we'll talk about the flow diagram or a table, which is a crisp summary of the topic being of which the question is actually asked of. So these key points are: number one, extra edge. There are some high yielding facts, and surely there's mantra, not to forget all the options being explained in a very crisp and a short format. Guys, this is what is this new question all about. And to add to this, we are really working on the tech part. The question bank will really come very beautiful and we'll love it. So wait for it. I'll just say that is wait for it, because we have worked extra effort on that to make it very beautiful for you, that it covers most of the important stuff that you actually want from a Q Bank. Moving ahead to the mentorship program, I'll invite Dr. Rajat Jain to talk about the mentorship. This is very, close to our heart, and as we say it, I think we get very emotional also about it. Yes, sir?
Yeah, so I always believe that teaching is just one part. It is to provide a support to the students. But 1 year of preparation is a very, very stressful time. And a lot of time, somebody wants that there are people who are there to listen to them, to identify their problems, or to listen to the problem and to provide a solution on the basis of the experiences that either they have experienced themselves or maybe from the past students. So it's been 3 years now. We are helping students about solving their personal, professional, academic issues daily morning 8:45 to 9. At DBMCI, obviously the institute is close to us. I mean, we eat DBMCI, we drink DBMCI, we sleep DBMCI. And that is our life has become in the last so many years. So I suggest everybody to take the advantage of this and join us. Most of our classes start after 9 o'clock, and that is how it has been planned. So where it's an unfiltered discussion where either me or Dr. Praveen most of the time, or now maybe more faculties will be joining us who will be there in the morning for all of you to provide you the support that you're looking for. So that is all, guys. I mean, these are the points that we are doing for all of you. All I can assure you that at DBMCI, we will try to give you the best possible support that you need. If you join DBMCI, the only thing that you need to do is to read, and you can leave rest everything on us. That is the only thing that we cannot do on your behalf, and that is to study. That you have to do. Rest everything you can leave to us. I will not say that there will not be challenges that is going to be there, but we are there to listen to them. Dr. Nachiket is available 24/7.
Sida. So guys, this is my WhatsApp number. This is my personal WhatsApp number. To every student of DBMCI, you will be getting that number, and I am going to be your main student care agent. तारीफ करनी है, so तारीफ करनी है तो faculty से करनी है, गाली देनी है सिर्फ मुझे देनी है, and I am the one who is responsible for everything that's happening. So it's my job to make sure that your journey is smooth with Bhatia. And now I would like to invite all the faculties together. And guys, this is the time that you can put a simple, thank you message. I think. Well, and thank you guys so much for being there. I think काफी time हो गया session को, and still the students are there. So if we can all have a thumbs up together, and if we can say just together, guys, you can say Bhatia hai to
भरोसा है.
Thank you everyone. Take care. Good night.